Hey everybody, welcome to Mission Hills High School, where the Grizzlies and Falcons are about to do battle. More on that in a moment, but right now, Rocky Long's Aztecs getting a Friday post-holiday kickoff. State looking to avoid a Black Friday encounter with New Mexico. As we go to the Cred for the highlights, guess who shows up early? Yeah, the Doak Walker Selection Committee can expect hundreds of pennies in their mailbox after forgetting this guy in the college football, who leads college football in a variety of statistics. Rashad getting votes real quick. His first carry of the game goes for 41 yards, but Kehali gets the honors in the red zone as the play-action pass from Christian Chapman is good. Penny would visit the end zone in the second quarter, 20 yards, touchdown, 14-0, and then after the break, it only takes 2.5 minutes for Penny to find the end zone again. That makes it 2,000 rushing yards on the season, and still no Doak Walker recognition. The final 35-10.
What do you want them out there to know about you as a football player and why you deserve some postseason recognition?
I mean, the group of five is a great division. You know, I never felt enough. Going into the week, I knew something like that was going to happen. I just kept my head up and moved forward. You know, I'm glad to see all that. You know, that just motivated me. That motivated this team to come out and do big things, and let's get this win.
All right, so with football out of the way, this was last night. Brian Dutcher's club tipping off really late with Sac State. Wasn't much of an encounter as San Diego State scores the first 12 points of the game. The Aztecs lead by 41 at the break, by 47 early in the second half, and they go on to beat Sac State in the Wooden Legacy opener 89-52. So 14 hours later, Dutch's crew is on the court with Georgia in the semifinals. Steve Fisher, of course, in attendance. He doesn't like the looks of this. Mission Hills grad Cam Rooks gets blocked, and the Bulldogs take it the other way for a slam. But a clutch baskets by Saintsman Trey Kell and Wildcat Devin Watson make this one a one-point game at the break with about 10 minutes to play. It's still a one-point game, and of course, we will have comprehensive highlights and post-game reaction coming up tonight on the All Sports Report. But right now, I want to introduce wingman Troy Starr, who's going to help me break down this Grizzlies-Falcon rematch. It is called the rematch. Coach, you have 1 minute. I want to use a four-letter word here. What will luck, the factor of luck, well, how will that factor into things tonight?
Well, there is the luck factor. You know, two famous college coaches, they have different versions on luck. Urban Meyer believes there is no luck. Nick Saban believes there is luck. Me personally, having been a head coach for 22 years, I believe there is a luck factor. There's a bounce of a ball, there's an official's call, there's injuries. All of those things can happen in a game, and not only they have a direct impact on the game, that also can shift emotion or create momentum, and there is a luck variable.
So, and your prediction is Torrey Pines will win this game. You obviously feel like the luck is in their corner.
I do, but I also think that Torrey Pines has a red flag right now. The first 7 games of the year, they were giving up 7 points a game. The last 4 games, they're giving up 28 points, and that's a defensive trend line that I just don't feel comfortable with.
All right, we'll talk more about that in a bit. Right now, we send the attention to somewhere close to us. Where's Rick Willis? Rick, where are you right now?
You know, I'm at a place that you guys are familiar with, Torrey Pines. Actually, the last time I was here, it was Mission Hills and Torrey Pines, and you want to talk about luck. Actually, Torrey Pines, when they went for 2, they had the play, but the quarterback fumbled the ball, so they would have been up by 1, but there's your thing on luck. As for this tonight, I'll go ahead and show you right now. It's a Division III matchup. San Pasquale taking on Santa Fe Christian for a chance to go to Southwestern College next week and play for the D3 championship. They will get the winner of Hilltop and El Centro Southwest. And for the second straight week, we call them the Desert Rats, Joe Aminick and Alvaro Castillo. They are heading out there, so you're going to have highlights of that one as well coming up tonight on the ASR. So this one, Santa Fe and San Pasquale, your Tri-City Medical North County game of the week, should be a good one. Hopefully a quick one because both teams run the ball a lot. I will talk to you guys at 6:20. There's still people filtering in, so hopefully I can get somebody for a big interview. Until then, Matt Gilson, entertain us.
I'll do my best. All right, this is going to be an entertaining game, that's for sure. An open division semifinal, number 3 San Marcos and number 2 Helix. Now, the big headline in this one is 2 Silver Pigskin finalists facing off: Isaac Taylor Stewart for Helix and Kyle Phillips for San Marcos. But these are far from one-man teams. San Marcos with quarterback Miles Hastings and running back linebacker Josh Bournes, who's going to be headed to San Diego State for Rocky Long. Now, the Knights come into this one at 9-2, and their only 2 losses this year are to Mission Hills and Torrey Pines, who happen to be playing in that other Open Division semifinal. So not bad to have on your resume. Helix, on the other hand, they only have one loss. That was way back in week 2, and that was to Paraclete out of Lancaster. So they actually haven't lost to a team in San Diego County this whole year. They have Taylor Stewart out there all over the field, really doing things for them. At quarterback, they have Carson Baker, who's going to be playing at UC Davis. At running back, Elion Noah. You may recognize that last name. His older brother was a Silver Pigskin finalist for us. Rashad Scott lining up all over the field. He's going to be playing for San Diego State. And a couple other guys for Helix. Most notably, Isaiah Wooden, who is going to be in studio for us later tonight. So you want to catch him on the PPR. So all kinds of playmakers, all kinds of big plays that we're sure to see tonight. Should be a great one. Should be a big matchup here. But right now, let's go over to Allison Edmonds. She's got a couple other East County teams. Allison, how you doing?
I'm good, Matt. Thank you. I'm out here at Granite Hills High School, where the Granite Hills Eagles are getting ready to take on the Steel Canyon Cougars in the Division II semifinal matchup later on tonight. But right now, I'm joined by head coach of Granite Hills, Kellen Cobbs. Coach, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for being here.
So, last week, both you and Steel Canyon defeated higher seeds in Division II. What have you been working on this week to kind of refocus your team, keep the momentum going to try and win tonight?
They didn't need any extra motivation. This is a rivalry game for us. We played them earlier in the year, ended up 43-41. We scored on the last play of the game to win. So our guys know it's going to be a tough battle. They know it's going to be a tough battle. It should be a great game with 2 East County schools going at it.
And what would it mean? I know you said since 1979 there hasn't been a championship game. What would it mean to the Granite Hills community to go to the championships?
I think it'd be awesome. We've gotten close a couple times in the past, and I think we're ready to break down that wall tonight and get there and make some noise. So.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much. Good luck out there tonight.
Thank you.
And John Soderman, I will send it down to you in the South Bay.
All right, thank you, Allison. We have Eastlake hosting Carlsbad. Carlsbad in the purple and white, Eastlake in the blue. The real headline here is the way Eastlake has turned its program around compared to last year. Last year, 2-9. This year, they are 9-2 and closing in on a division championship. So kudos to head coach Dean Trop, who's only in his second year as a high school head football coach. This is going to be a real dogfight, in his words. Madison Sinclair, how things working out with San Diego High School tonight?
Well, I'm out here at San Diego High School. The Cavers taking on the Central Spartans in the small school game of the week. Now, I am joined with head coach David Pena from Central. Now, you guys just took a 113-mile bus ride down here, 2-hour drive, a little more than that on a bus. Tell me, is that a disadvantage or advantage for your team?
I think it's an advantage because it gives our kids time to relax, talk amongst each other in a group, and really go ahead and conversate over the game plans. And they can discuss that amongst themselves. So it gives us that time to bond and relax as we make the trip up here.
So I know that you've coached at the collegiate level for a while. This is your first time as head coach at the prep level. Besides the athletic ability, can you tell me what the differences you see between the college players and these high school players?
At the college level, it's more of a business type of mentality, where, at the high school level, we're trying to develop, we're trying to develop them in the football field, but also in the classroom as well. So you become a little bit more in tune to them and their parents, just because you deal with parents at the high school level. College, you don't have to.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much, and good luck to you tonight. Paul, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maddie, thank you very much, Coach. This is the cool thing about high school playoff football is some teams you haven't seen matchups, unique matchups. And is there anything quite like the thrill of playing win or die football?
Oh, I love it. I think the playoffs is what it's all about. You work all year to get your team ready to be in the moment, to play with one heartbeat, and you can actually feel it when it happens. It's magical.
All right. Well, speaking of magical, that concludes the 5 p.m. edition of the KUSI News. We have another hour of news coming your way right after these commercial words. Stick around for the 6 p.m. newscast right after this.